So anyone remember what we have discussed last class? The last class, what we have discussed? No? Anyone remember?
The architecture and SAP package.
What is the purpose of SAP package? This is the package. Package contains the transport request. TR. Right? TR contains the programs and tables. Request, transport request. Request contains the tables and programs. Why we need this one? Last class we have discussed. Why we need this one? See the transport request. Transport request. Okay. Under the transport request, it stores the tables. Tables, programs. Why we need this one? Anyone can tell? What the purpose? This is the SAP landscape, right? Project landscape. Development is a development system. And quality. It's the quality. Right? And production. This is called product. This is the interview question they will ask. What is the SAP landscape? Typical SAP landscape project. Production. So this is the data will go from not data. Okay. So your programs and we will move from one system to other system. What the development, what the quality, what the production? What the development, what the quality, what the production? Last class we have discussed, right? What is it? Can you hear me?
New features are built in development system.
Program will be write the program here. Testing will be done here.
Testing done in quality, sir. Then live action is done in production.
Very good. So day-to-day business activities will happen here. Very good. This is the. And here the users developers we use. Here the developers and users for testing purpose. And here only the users will access this system. This flow I explained already in the last class. Okay. Next, SAP architecture. Do you remember what is the SAP architecture, how it looks? We call as R3 architecture, SAP. SAP R3 architecture. How it works? What is the architecture? This is what the interview questions. How many layers are there? Presentation layer one. No? Next one is
Application layer and database layer.
Database layer. Correct. What is the presentation layer? What is the application layer? What is the database layer?
Presentation layer is user interface, sir.
Perfect. Very good.
Data is shown with graphical user interface.
And the DB layer is what is the application for?
Yeah, how the data is stored internally.
Correct. Very good. All the database things will be stored here. No? What this one? This layer purpose? This is database, this is for user interaction. What is the middle one?
Sir, it is communication between a presentation layer and it acts as an intermediate, sir.
Perfect. Very good. Very, very good. Also, right, what it will do is it will execute all the programs here, whatever the program you write, right? Right? Even the table creation, activation, everything will be done in this layer. Finally, data will store here. Here. This is the UI layer. We call it as UI layer. This is the UI layer. Here. Right? The UI layer here. And this is the application layer, user interface layer. All the execution will happen here. All the execution of the programs will happen here. This is all the execution. Execution of programs. Also, it works as a intermediate layer. Okay. And this is the DB layer. For all database related data will be stored. The table information, everything will be stored here. All the tables, database, tables, and the data will be stored here. Clear? Okay. So what did we did last class? We did one table creation. Right? What we do? What transactional code we go for to create a table in SAP? This is SAP connection, right? SAP, I'm connecting to SAP system. So I connected to remote desktop, right? SAP connection procedure, right? Concept of the SAP, right? I explained in the earlier session, no? Okay. How it looks, the connection is here. In the real-time projects also, more or less like this only. This is SAP system. SAP system of the client, maybe suppose BMW here. Maybe it is there in Germany here. That system you are connecting from here in India. Suppose you join into the Capgemini. From the Capgemini. Here. Capgemini, as a Capgemini employee. So you are going to access the SAP system of the client to like this remote desktop or some different applications will be there using the VPN, Cisco VPN, like that will connect. This is SAP system. Okay. You connected now to remote desktop. I'll go here and connect. I'll give this access. As I said already, I have to purchase. You don't need any software in your system. This is a remote desktop. It connected now because already I was into SAP. So it is showing. I'll come back here, log off. SAP has installed in this system. This is the GUI, SAP login pad. What is the SAP login pad? This is front end now. We are pointing here. Username, password. Now you connected to SAP now here. So you should go to create a table. Which transaction should go? SC11. Okay. Just 1 second, hold on.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Fatima, 1 minute.
Hi, Surya. Am I audible?
Okay, sorry. Can you see my screen? Right. So which transaction code we went to create a table? Last class. What the purpose of table in database, right? First topic what we have started in SAP is, first topic we started is database related concepts. This is a SAP table. What is the purpose of table? Anyone? In general?
And more easily and to get the data.
Basically, you need a database to store the data, right? Information. For example, other database, government database, right? Tax department, all our tax data, right? PAN card number, or tax paying, and all these things. College data, college database, employee data, employee company employee database. Everywhere database is important, right? Without that, you cannot store the data, right? For example, I'll go and try to book a bus ticket. Okay, suppose from KSRTC. So I'm trying to book a bus from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Bangalore to Hyderabad. Okay, think 1 minute. I'm searching buses available from Bangalore to Hyderabad. What will be the output for this input? This is input. What is the output? Be proactive, responsive, pay attention what I'm teaching. Close all the other browsers. If any one of you opened.
We can see the buses available on that particular date.
So from where the data comes? That is the data, right? The data.
Yes, sir.
From where it comes? It comes from the database of the KSRTC website, right? This is the flow of entire IT industry, not only SAP, not just SAP, the entire IT flow. You take any programming language, not only for the SAP, right? You give the input. This is the input you are giving. Input is you are asking the buses available from Bangalore to Hyderabad, right? And this is the main program. From input, after giving the input, okay. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, yeah, but
Right, I was showing this one. Right, if I go to here, this is the input, this is the main program. Actual program that brings the data. The database will be there here. Can you hear me? Hello? This is database. Okay. This is the database. Data will bring from here to here. By using, anyone can tell me what type of statements we use to bring the data from the database? If you are from computer science background people, you will be knowing this one. What statements we use in general in any programming language to bring the data from the database?
Sir, we'll use find all, fetch methods to find
Select
the data.
statements. Select statements, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Without select statements, I don't think any programming language is there.
Yes, sir.
This flow is the entire IT industry, not only for the SAP. This is the output here. So when you search for the buses, right, this is the buses information you are asking to the program backend. You are the user. You are the user or you are developer for KSRTC website. KSRTC website, we are the users, right? We are not the developers. Developers is the backend who has developed that website. Okay. So the moment you give the information asking from buses from Bangalore to Hyderabad, this is the input you are giving. Right? This is the input you are giving here. And program will search, go to database. It will check how many buses are available from Bangalore to Hyderabad on so and so date. Right? So those buses will come from the database to the program and display output. This is the entire of IT industry flow. For example, you go for the YouTube. Okay. You search some latest any movie songs, right? What do? You search some songs, right? Or some SAP videos. What the flow? Same flow, right? You give the input. Search means inside the code has been written in the YouTube. In the YouTube database, if your specific data is available, then that video will come here, right? For example, if I go to YouTube, this is my YouTube. I go here. For example, I'll go here. I'll search something here, ABAP. Yes. Input you are giving. Right? All data which is available in the database comes to you as a display output. The same thing we are doing here. Are you getting understanding? What I'm trying to make you to understood is what is the database, how the data is stored. In the tables, the data is stored. So this is what you are going to do in all day-to-day activities. Even if you go for the Facebook, right? You search for something. So data will come from where? Suppose you are searching the data, the Facebook, where the data comes, the information comes from the database of Facebook, right? LinkedIn, you go and search some job opportunities. Search means you are giving the input. The information comes from the LinkedIn database. Instagram, same, everything is the same flow. Clear? Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Okay, done. Good. So this is what we are talking now about the table creation. We'll go to S11. Yesterday we created, last class we have created one table here. This is the table we have created here. Okay. What is the primary key? This is the primary key.
It is unique and not null, sir.
Unique and not null. That means you can identify a record as a uniquely. That's the meaning, right?
Yes.
So what are the examples of the primary keys concept we applied in general? In the real time?
We use IDs, sir.
Other numbers, so phone number,
Other numbers. Yes, sir.
employee number, student ID, right? PAN card number, all this is the uniquely identified, the primary key concept. Same here as well, primary key. If you go to here, we created in last class. You should practice once you get system access. This table, how I created in last class. So I entered the data here. What is the meaning of data? Data means
Data is a raw fact and information, sir.
information, records, data, here the records. Contents, execute. Right? This is the execute means records. How many records are here? How many records are here in this output?
Four.
Records, 4 or 2 or 3?
Four records.
No. Anyone
Four
else?
columns and two records.
Correct. 4 columns and 2 records. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns, 2 records. 1, 2. This is the field names. This one. Line. It has come the field description. If you want change, go to here settings. User parameters. Change it to the field name here. It comes the field name here. Okay. Quickly, I'll create one more table today, department table. So for that, what you do is go back, go to department table, Z. Why we are giving Z? Why we are giving Z? In SAP ABAP, whatever the tables we create or programs, it must be starting with Z or Y. So the tables or programs which will create by SAP company, those will be starting with other than Z or Y. So by seeing this, we can identify that custom. Custom means we create. Standard, custom. This is the terminology you should understood. Standard. It's the terminology. SAP standard. And SAP custom. Instead of SAP custom, we can call as custom. Custom means we create. SAP standard. For example, you can consider as tables, programs, which will not start with either Y or Z. Custom tables and programs which we create, it must start with Z or Y. Clear? For example, standard table, one example I'll take. Mara. Table name is Mara. Okay. You can go to here and check it, the table in here. Go to here, S11. If you want, you can open one more session, /O, S11, Mara, display. This is standard table. How do you know standard table? Because it's not created with the naming standards of Z or Y. You can also see here in this tab, created by SAP company. Okay. Now our table, now I'll create one more table today. Department table, click on create. Give the short description as department table. To store the department details here. So you can choose here. What is the every class here? Type of data we discussed in the last class. What is the master data? What is the transaction data? So we can consider as a master data. What is the master data? Anyone can tell? Two types of data basically in SAP. This is the complete base of your SAP. This terminology, master data, transaction data. What is the master data? What is transaction data?
Sir, master data is a permanent data, sir. Which
Uh,
for
the
long term
data
use,
which
they
will not change frequently,
yes, sir.
right? So department table also will not change frequently. Okay. This one also we discussed in the last class. Why we need this? What will happen if you don't do this? Okay, you practice it so that you understood. Go to the fields. First field is the client. Why client we need? Because the data is client specific. I'll show you practical later sessions. Primary key. Save the initial values. Next one is department number. Make it simple here. We don't need to give Z. Department number. Okay. Choose the built-in type. To give the data type for this one. Primary key. Give here as CLNT length 3 client description. Right? Department number. Department number should be, we can give as a numeric. Right? NumC is called a numeric here. We'll see in details when you go for the programming part on the data types. Numeric data type here. Say maybe 3 digits. And department number. If you don't see the next scheme, right, save it here. When you save it, what is it is asking? What is this step? Why this one? What this pop-up will do? Package. Right? What the purpose of package? It's like a
package
folder.
name folder.
Like a
sir.
folder.
Yes.
So that your table will store here. It will move from one system to other system in this flow. What I flowed here. Development, quality, production. It is possible only if you save your table inside the package. Okay. If you save table inside the package, then only we can move to quality and production. Okay. Go to here. Give the package. Click on save. Right? Is the transport request. Under the transport request, table will be there here. If you want to create a new transport request, you can give. Click on create. You can give here. Department table. Okay. Today's date, 20 July. Save it now. Right? So this rows not enabled, go back. Again change, go change mode. No display enable. Okay. We go department name. Department name. And go department city. In which city? So department name should be what data type? Department name could be what data type we should take? Numeric or character?
Characters.
Go to here. Go to here. Go the character. Say maybe 20. Department name. Department city. This is also character, right? Go to here, 20 characters. Department city here. Save it now. Right? So check syntax. right? No inconsistencies. Activate. So it is mandatory to enter the data class. What are data class? Again, where the data should be stored in your table, no? Based on the data type, you should choose this option here. This we discussed last class. And size categories, number of records that you are going to store in the table. 0. Save it. Back. Activate. Now this is ready to insert the data into this table. How do you insert the data? Go to utilities, table contents, create entries. Now new record you are entering. First record. Say department number 100. Department name is computers. Department city is Bangalore. Save it. So one record is saved. Why this first value is coming 100? Anyone would think of? Why the first value is coming as 100? Why this 100 has come? Anyone can tell? This is the client login. MAND means client. You are logging here, right? When first time you log in, it has come here. This client. Client is one work unit in SAP. Yeah. Now I'll save this record. Save. One record is saved. Back. Okay. How many records are there? Those contents. Execute here. One record. If you want to create one more record, go back. Go to this. Table contents, create entries. Second record now. Department number 200. Right? IT 30 Hyderabad. Save it. 2 records. So 2 records we have saved. Any questions here? Contents. Here. Suppose if you create one more department number, go to back here. Utilities. Table contents, create entries. Here. Department number 200. Department name is mechanical. Yeah? City is Mumbai, for example. Save it now. See the error or not in my screen? Huh? What is the error you are seeing? Can you read it?
The department number is already used.
Because it's a primary key. Right?
Yes.
Because it is a primary key, you cannot have the more duplicate again. This is a concept. Okay.